Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Switchaboo Podcast. This is episode 2. I am Rochelle Suri-Tucker, and I have Alex Harding here with me.
Hello.
How have you been, Alex?
Good. A lot of video games, a lot of video game talk, a lot of news going on, so I'm excited to get into it.
A lot has happened over the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, so to start off every podcast, we'll do a fun fact. This week's, we have in the 1950s, Nintendo's fourth president, Hiroshi Yamauchi, wanted to take Nintendo into new directions. This was before they started video games as well. Before Nintendo started to make toys in the 60s, Nintendo made Instant Rice, a taxi service called Daya, and Love Hotels, which I remember Hiroshi Yamauchi saying he was his biggest customer. That is both interesting and gross.
That is very, very gross.
Yeah.
I could probably have gone without knowing that, but thanks, Alex.
Now you do, and now all our listeners do as well.
Yeah, although I did know about the Love Hotels, I did not know about the Instant Rice.
Yeah,
that's really weird.
Apparently that just bombed really quickly, so there's not really too much to say about it. But yeah, they tried like all these different business avenues, and because I think Hiroshi Yamauchi wanted to get away from what Nintendo had been doing for like 60 years, which was Hanafuda playing cards.
Yep.
So yeah, he tried all these random things before they settled on toys and then video games. But yeah, Instant Rice, taxi services, and Love Hotels.
Didn't they also make the Love Tester, or am I?
Yeah. So that was part of their toy range. But yeah, they made some interesting things. Nintendo's got an interesting past.
They really, really do. That's just so odd to me to think that the people who are now making, Mario had Love Hotels.
Yeah.
That's just...
Well, they
created their next generation of gamers.
Yeah, sure. There's a little Easter egg actually in Majora's Mask 3D of the Love Tester. I won't say any more on that, but I imagine if you probably go onto YouTube, you can probably find it anyways. But yeah, there's a little Love Tester in Majora's Mask 3D.
Oh, there you go. Is that so that Link can find out
if Zelda
loves him?
Yeah, well, maybe.
Well, there you have it, folks.
Yeah.
Nintendo used to make Love Hotels. That's just really, really odd to me. Well, anyway, we'll move on a little bit. Alex, what have you been playing over the past 2 weeks?
So, for Christmas... So it's taken me a little while to start playing it, but for Christmas, my housemate gave me Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the DLC, Torn of the Golden Country.
Oh, cool.
It's good. It is really good. If you've played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, it is very, very similar. Like, a lot of the battle mechanics are kind of the same, but some things are quite different, which is really cool.
Yep.
The story takes place like 500 years prior to the events of Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you get to learn a lot about Jin and Laura and their backstory.
So it's a prequel.
Yeah, you can say it's... Yeah, exactly. You can say it's a prequel. I do have some negative comments about it, like a lot of it's side quest based and it can get a bit repetitive, but the story in it is really, really fantastic.
Yeah.
So anyone who's played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I'd highly recommend playing the sequel, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Other than that,
I know there was another game you were very excited for.
Yes, not Switch related, unfortunately, but I have been playing Kingdom Hearts 3 a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You have waited 14 years for it.
Yes, it's been a very, very long wait.
You've been very patient.
Yes, I didn't play any of the other games. I just played 1 and 2. I tried Chain of Memories, and it's just not for me. But yeah, I've watched so many YouTube videos trying to get up to speed with the story, and it's so convoluted.
You've got to have a recap.
Yeah, Tetsuya Nomura he's a fantastic storyteller, but I don't think he knows where he's going with it half the time. So it's incredibly convoluted, but it's like Kingdom Hearts 3 so far, it's fantastic. I know it's not on Switch yet. For anyone who doesn't have a PS4 or Xbox One, I really hope it does come to Switch eventually. That'd be fantastic. I mean, it's on Unreal Engine 4, which the Switch is which it almost specializes in some cases. But it is very graphically intensive.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I've seen you play it. It looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a beautiful looking game. So it is, and it plays so smooth, and that's part of it as well. It'd have to run in 60 frames per second because a lot of it is very precision based and everything. So Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 is absolutely amazing. I hope it comes to Switch, but if you have a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One as well, I would highly recommend picking it up as well.
Otherwise, we are dropping hints that we would like it on the Switch. We're
Oh,
dropping
absolutely.
them very, very hard.
Oh,
Please
absolutely.
bring it to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, Square Enix is, they're all buddy-buddy with Nintendo at the moment.
That's true.
And they're bringing Dragon Quest XI over,
Yep.
which, again, was another graphically intensive game.
Mm-hmm.
They're downscaling it a little bit, but... so if they can get that running, by all means, like I imagine Switch owners and Switch fans would eat up Kingdom Hearts on Switch.
Totally. Definitely. Square, please listen to us. Bring it to Nintendo Switch.
Absolutely. And last game I can't really talk about, but we got a code for Ollie Ollie Switch Dance.
Yes.
And our review will be up for that in a couple of weeks, I believe.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll be able to talk about it on the next podcast, I think,
Yeah.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah, or just look up the review.
Well, that too, yeah.
Yeah, it'll all be
You
there.
can do that too, yeah.
So what have you been playing, Risha?
Well, I've also been playing a review copy game. I've been playing the Book of Unwritten Tales 2, which I, again, cannot say anything about, although the review for that will be dropping very, very soon. So please keep an eye out on Facebook or the website, because we've got some really interesting...
Yeah, we got a few few games coming up, few reviews and everything, and we like to keep things fresh.
Yeah.
And interesting. Book of Unwritten Tales 2, that's been out on other consoles as well.
Yeah, it has. It's
It's a port to...
Yeah.
And I guess so was Ollie Ollie Switch Dance, but
Exactly.
still we can't really talk about it, obviously. But but
keep
yeah.
an eye out.
Exactly.
But apart from that, I have been going back to the old faithful 3DS, and I've been playing Story of Seasons Trio of Towns. It's like my relaxing game whenever I'm feeling stressed or I'm just like everything else is just too much. I just go back to like this little fictional town, little fictional farm, and just I farm and I look after my animals, and it's great. And if anyone's feeling stressed out there and you have a 3DS, Harvest Moon, well, Story of Seasons is the better one, but it's basically the same thing. Well, it's done by the same people. But definitely grab one of those games because it's just super relaxing.
I keep telling you to play Stardew Valley a little bit more on Switch.
I've played Stardew Valley and I do really like it. I just prefer what Story of Seasons looks like.
Yeah, you prefer the more, I can't really say realistic, but less pixelated art style.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
I prefer the look of that.
Yeah, so Stardew Valley's a bit more reminiscent of Harvest Moon on the Super Nintendo.
Yes,
I guess.
Exactly. And I was obsessed with Stardew Valley for a while when I first got my Switch and I got Stardew Valley, but I just keep going back to Story of Seasons. I don't know why.
Yeah, no,
I
fair
keep
enough.
going back to Harvest Moon on the DS, which I sunk 150 hours into.
Jesus.
Yeah. When I would stay up late once my parents had told me to go to bed, and I'd grab out my DS and I'd play it.
I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent here, sorry, but did you hear about the old lady who has sunk like 1,500 hours or something like that into Animal Crossing?
She has played Animal Crossing every day for, was it like 3 years?
Something
4
like
years?
that. Animal Crossing New Leaf.
Yeah.
The 3DS version. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely insane.
Which
I love
is amazing, because when I just logged on to Animal Crossing the other day for the first time in maybe 6 months, they told me that I'd been playing on that account for 4 years, and all I could think was what a neglectful mayor I've been, because the town is full of weeds and I've just let my villagers run amok.
Yeah, I think I don't think I want to play Animal Crossing New Leaf anymore, because I don't want to open that 3DS and just look at how
Neglected your town
neglected
is.
and abysmal my town looks now. Because I think I'd like to go back to it, but I'm just so scared of being judged so heavily.
By your fictional town
Yeah,
people.
by Isabel and
Isabel
all
will
the rest.
never judge you. No.
She's pretty deadly in Smash.
That is true.
Yeah.
But she will never judge you in your town. You're the mayor. She has nothing but respect for you.
Just beat me up and throw me off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. 100%. So I guess now we can move on to the news. Otherwise, we will just keep talking on and on and on. about Animal Crossing and Story of Seasons.
We can talk. I guess we can talk more about Animal Crossing when it comes to Switch later this year.
Which is
once we know more
super
about that.
exciting, and I cannot wait until we know more about that, because maybe I won't neglect this town as much.
I will make sure to pick all the weeds in that one.
Yeah, definitely. So, obviously, the first bit of news is the indie highlights video. So, we had a bunch of games that were announced for Switch, and some of which we are super excited for. I mean, Alex here is super excited for basically all of them.
Yes. I mean, if you follow Switchaboo and if you follow what we write, we cover so many indie games for Switch.
We love them. We love you, indie developers.
Suck up. We absolutely love indie games, and especially when they're really nice quality, like really high quality and everything.
All of these look amazing.
Yeah, they do. I mean, in indie showcases and indie highlights videos, you always get some decent quality ones. I mean, there's a lot of shovelware that you'll find, but some absolute true gems that I would recommend over a lot of like big third-party titles.
Yeah. So let's just give you guys a quick little rundown in case you haven't actually seen the video, which I highly doubt. But so obviously we had Wargroove, which is being released on the 1st of Feb, which looks awesome. We have SteamWorld Quest, Hand of Gilgamesh, which just 2019. We've got Crosscode, again, just 2019. Double Kick Heroes, which will be coming out in the summer of 2019. We have When Ski Lifts Go Wrong, which is out now and looks very, very hectic. Very, very crazy. Forager, which is soon, apparently. And then we have the one that everyone has been waiting for, which is Goat Simulator, the Goaty.
I think we're all waiting for the Goose Simulator, the untitled Goose game.
Sorry, then I must just be mistaken.
Very close. But I wanna run around as a little goose.
No, I thought everyone was just excited for Goat Simulator. I mean, isn't that like
everyone just wants to be animals?
Yeah, I think
it's just an easier life.
Which is out now. Goat Simulator is out now. Then we have Inmost, which is coming to Nintendo Switch first in 2019. And then Unruly Heroes, which is out now.
Yay. So first off, Wargroove. We've been waiting for this one for quite some time. I think it was announced like in the first Indies showcase just after the Switch.
I believe you're correct.
Yeah, it was like 2 days after the Switch got released. So we've been waiting a long time for this one by Chucklefish, who also published Stardew Valley.
Yes.
So they're a big name. I think they did Golf Story as well. I could be wrong there, but I
think you're correct.
I think they did. But anyways, Wargroove looks absolutely amazing. It is actually by the time of recording this, it's not out, but by the time this podcast drops, it will be out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And from what we've seen of some reviews, it's going to be great.
It's looking mighty tasty. Mighty tasty indeed. But yeah, so if you're a fan of Fire Emblem, strategy RPGs, Final Fantasy Tactics, it is basically a game like that. It also has very reminiscent art style of the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem games.
Yes.
So yeah, it just looks beautiful. We've been waiting for it for ages. Cutscenes look gorgeous. It just looks amazing.
It really, really, really does. And then if you listened to last week's podcast, you know that we were speculating a lot about Imogen Form's new game. And then they announced it.
Yay! I'm a massive fan of Imogen Form. I played all of their games, apart from like their really old games, which I probably should actually.
And an update, I still have not played any more than SteamWorld Dig.
And I am still disappointed. Yes, very much. But yeah, SteamWorld Quest looks fantastic. It's basically a fantasy RPG type, like a turn-based type game. Very similar type, your Final Fantasies and all those kind of games.
Yeah.
But it just looks gorgeous. Like it
all of their games do though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. But it's got more of a 3D aspect to this one. I mean, it doesn't control like 3D, but the models look a lot more fleshed out, a lot more detail to them, and it looks like a natural progression for Imogen Form's graphical art style and everything.
Yeah.
So super excited for SteamWorld Quest. If you haven't played any of their games, SteamWorld Dig, Dig 2, and Heist, please play it. Please play all of them. They're absolutely fantastic.
I definitely recommend starting off with SteamWorld Dig and then I imagine then progressing through the other games they released.
Yeah, Dig is obviously the kind of the first one you would go to.
It's great.
Yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. But if you play Dig 2 first, you won't want to go back to Dig because it's just SteamWorld Dig 2 just improves on everything. So yes, I think it's like number 4 or number 5 in our top indies list as well. It's definitely up there.
I would not know because I'm not the writer of that list. So
that is true. That is me. So next up we have Crosscode. This one's kind of an interesting one.
It looks really beautiful.
It does. The pixel art animation looks absolutely fantastic. It's basically a 2D action RPG. I kind of get Secret of Mana flashbacks.
It does kind of look like that, yes.
Yeah, but with like a sci-fi aspect to it, which is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there's co-op in it, so yeah, absolutely, it's perfect for the Nintendo Switch. Apparently it's got decent reviews on like PC as well.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so it's definitely one to look out for.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. And then Double Kick Heroes.
Yeah, this one looks crazy.
Crazy. Insane.
Yeah, so in this one it's basically a heavy metal rhythm-based shoot 'em up. It's a very weird combination, but it just looks perfect. It's something that you don't think would work, but it absolutely does.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're basically just in a car, you're driving away, and you're mowing down zombies.
Exactly. What more could you want from a game, really?
Well, yeah.
Exactly. Plus, and then it's, a rhythm game. And rhythm games are fun.
They are fun.
Think like Donkey Kong Jr.
Kong,
the bongo game.
Oh, it's escaping me. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's like Donkey Kong Jungle Beats or something like that. But yeah.
Crazy
I guess,
fun.
Yeah, I guess you could say something like that. But it's not really a platform. It's more of a shoot 'em up.
Yes, but it still kind of reminds me of that, and I think it's just because it's a rhythm game.
Fair enough.
Potentially.
I'm not going to argue that.
And then another crazy game, When Ski Lifts Go Wrong.
Yeah.
Those physics-based games are so much fun, and they're so hectic.
Yeah, so you basically build a bridge in this, don't you?
You build a ski lift, it looks like, and then it looks like you also build like jumps and things like that for snowboarders and skiers and.
Yeah, it looks really wacky, and that's out now as well.
Yes.
That was out actually as soon as the Indie Highlights video went up.
Yeah, exactly. So it's been out now for a few days.
Yeah.
So, why not try it out? They're a great way to pass time when you're like on a bus or on a train or on a plane.
Touchscreen controls as well. So
yes, definitely. We will be releasing a list of touchscreen games too coming up sometime soon, potentially, maybe. We will. And then we had Forager. Yeah,
Forager looks so charming. I kind of love that minimalistic type art style. It's basically an open world action RPG, but the graphics are just so simplistic, and there's just a real charm to it.
It's sweet. It's very sweet.
Yeah, but I think when you look at the combat, it kind of gets a bit hectic.
Yes.
Actually, so it might look really nice on the surface, especially if you just Googled it, like in Google Images and saw it, and it's like, oh, it's all happy and cute little characters and everything, but it does.
Watch the trailer.
Yeah, it does seem to get a bit. It takes it to that next level.
Yeah, it looks kind of hectic and fun and.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, like I said earlier, the one that everyone's been waiting for, Goat Simulator, the Goatie. There's really not much that you can say about Goat Simulator that probably hasn't already been said.
Yeah, that's true. It has been out for a while on
It's been
PC
out
and everything.
for quite a while, but it just looks hectic and crazy. And who really doesn't want to play as a goat in space?
It's not on my to-do list.
Oh, well, it's definitely on mine.
Oh, fair enough.
So, that's out now. So if you really feel as though you just need a little bit of stupid fun.
Yeah, and that's what it is at the end of the day.
Exactly.
It really just is stupid fun.
Yes.
Run around as a goat or other different kinds of animals. I think it was like a dolphin and a giraffe.
Yep, there was
a microwave with legs.
With legs, yep. A whale.
A whale, yep.
So, honestly, like I said, what more could you want from a game? And then there's Inmost. Inmost looks so nice. Well, it's kind of like dark and creepy, but like in a nice way.
Yeah, it's definitely has a dark and gothic kind of tone to it, very melancholy. But the the shading and the lighting and everything, it blends together so well.
It really, really does.
Yeah.
And I love those kind of creepy,
Moody
stories and
angsty teen.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love those angsty teen.
You're an angsty teen at heart.
Yes, always an angsty teen at heart.
So yeah, in most, from what we can gather from the trailer, it looks more like a action platformer, 2D action platformer, which is, I mean, that is quite common on the Nintendo Switch now. Like a lot of, and it's pixelated as well, so it might be one that can kind of fly under the radar. But definitely look at it. I believe that's Chucklefish again. Actually, Chucklefish just kind of went all out in this indie highlights video.
It really did.
Yeah. So
good on you, Chucklefish.
yeah, and they have such a very high track, an amazing track record. I'm stuttering there.
You're lost for words.
I'm lost for words. I'm just so impressed with Chucklefish and how great their games are, really. And how consistently good they are.
Yeah, good work. Good work, guys.
Absolutely.
Because I'm sure you're listening.
Yeah.
And then last but not least was Unruly Heroes.
Yeah, so this one's more of an action, 2D action platformer. It's, I don't know, there's something about it that kind of just doesn't appeal to me. It gives me very much Trine vibes, if anyone played that, which I didn't really connect with too much. But I mean, I'm probably judging it very unfairly. I'm sure it's a fantastic game, and I'll definitely be trying it at some point, I imagine.
I mean, it's definitely not my kind of game.
Yeah.
But it looks nice. So, I mean, that's all I can really say on the matter.
Yeah, it does look nice. And that one's available now as well.
Yeah.
So if you're in the mood for like a really nice, not sprite-based as well. So it is they are proper animations and everything. So definitely check that out as well. And yeah, it might appeal to you more than it does to me, but absolutely.
Yes, very, very true. Okay, moving swiftly on. Our next bit of news was obviously Damon Baker leaving Nintendo to go and work for Microsoft.
Yeah, which was quite upsetting.
I mean, he dealt with all the third-party games, did he not?
Yeah, third-party, mainly indie stuff as well.
Yeah.
He was actually he produced all the indie showcases in the past couple of years.
How dare he leave?
It's business. But yeah, it is a bit upsetting. I think he was with Nintendo for like 12 years as well. So, I mean...
He's going to do basically exactly the same job at Microsoft.
Yeah.
Just, for the Xbox. Which, I mean, look, the Xbox is my second console after the Switch.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm cool with that still. But how dare he leave our beloved Nintendo?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's always sad to see these kind of people go. But it's weird. It's like we talk about that we know them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all the more power to Microsoft. They've got a new employee that's proven himself time and time again.
Yeah, and I guess Microsoft and Nintendo have a really their relationship is still pretty good. Hopefully, this doesn't ruin it, but
yeah, well, I doubt it.
Look, I just want them to keep working on their relationship until they bring Banjo-Kazooie and Conker's Bad Fur Day to the Switch.
I dream about it, I swear, every night, playing Banjo-Kazooie on my Nintendo Switch.
Yes. Of course you do. Of course. They were great games. So, fingers crossed their relationship now just strengthens that they have a wonderful employee from Nintendo moving over there.
Sorry, I just got sidetracked. I'm just daydreaming again.
Okay, well... we can move on. I feel as though we've shamed Damon enough.
Yeah, but one more thing, I guess, good luck to him.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, good luck.
All the best.
I mean, if you can do what you did for Nintendo for Microsoft,
It's all for the gaming industry. It helps everyone.
Exactly, and it helps those lovely indie developers.
Yeah.
That we were talking about earlier. That we love. We love you.
Suck up.
So... the next, Nintendo filed a new patent for 3D eye tracking technology.
Yeah, this one looked really interesting.
It does.
Nintendo files a lot of patents all the time, so it's like they go through with 1 out of every 10 of the ones they patent. But it's always nice to kind of dream and kind of imagine. If you don't know what we're talking about, I'd recommend, we did a short article on it, so jump on switchaboo.com and just have a look at it. It was only a couple of days ago, so it should still be quite high up there. But yeah, it's basically, if you can imagine the 3DS style technology, but for TVs. So it's glassesless. That's hard to say. Glassesless 3D technology that works with a little marker that sits on your head or on your regular glasses or something, and there's a camera on top of the TV, and it tracks the marker and it tracks your movement, and basically it projects a 3D image from the TV to you. I can't fathom how that actually works.
It does sound very, very complicated.
Yeah, but yeah, it just looks interesting, and to think that this could potentially mean 3D gaming.
Yeah.
Like for consoles. So we could be playing the next Legend of Zelda in 3D, HD 3D. Like, just imagine that. Just imagine going through Breath of the Wild in 3D.
That would be amazing. Breath of the Wild it still does, looks amazing. So if you could go through that 3D, just like, wow.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, 3D technology is kind of, it's not as popular as what it was, 5-10 years ago. But
with like the 3D TVs and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone was buying 3D TVs. Everyone was seeing movies in 3D, and it's not really as popular now. It actually is quite an interesting thing for me as well, because some of it I actually can't see because I'm colorblind.
Yes.
So the regular glasses that you'd get in the cinema, some work, some don't. It depends on the technology. But the 3DS doesn't use its 3D with color.
Yeah.
So I think it uses it with layers or some kind of different technology. But yeah, I can see that 3D perfectly.
Yeah.
Whereas other 3Ds I can't. It's really, really interesting to look into, especially. But if they can make 3D gaming for the TV, I think that's the next level, because Nintendo's always been into 3D gaming.
They're very innovative, Nintendo.
Oh yeah, they always have been.
Exactly. Like, they always come up with like the next new thing. So, I mean, once this comes out for Nintendo, then obviously Xbox and PlayStation would come up with something similar.
Yeah, and there's an old running joke where Sony copies what Nintendo does.
Well, yeah.
So, if Nintendo will do it, which is actually like an interesting thing with the PS5, people have been speculating whether it's going to be a hybrid as well, because it hasn't been doing very well they haven't been doing very well in Japan, which is their native country, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely more popular in the West.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I honestly can't see PlayStation going that route. But
no, neither can I.
Yeah.
But I mean, if Nintendo does create a 3D eye tracking technology, and that is something that they actually follow through on, then I can definitely see PlayStation being like, ooh.
Sony does what Nintendo does.
Basically. Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that would be really, really cool to see too.
Yeah.
With their games. But, I mean, look.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, Nintendo started doing 3D stuff back on the NES, I believe, with like 3D Hot Rally. And that was with Satoru Iwata. He actually worked on that game, as well as like Miyamoto. He put the Mario characters and all that kind of stuff in there.
Yeah.
So Nintendo aren't averse to doing 3D technology, and normally when they have an idea, you don't see it fully come to fruition for another X amount of years. So then there was Luigi's Mansion on GameCube.
That's right.
They wanted to make that 3D, and they had like a special LCD screen for it. They've always been enamored, fascinated with 3D technology.
Yeah, and I mean, they've always been, interested in creating their own kind of technology as well. I mean, like, look at the Virtual Boy, and then all hail the Virtual Boy.
The Virtual Boy.
Yeah. And then, of course, like, there was the Wii. Like, they love creating their own kinds of technology.
Yeah, they go against the regular grain.
They really, really do.
The regular wave of the way Sony and Microsoft and I guess the PC do as well. It's not really about graphical fidelity to them.
No, they just want to be as innovative as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is both a good and a bad thing for consumers.
Yeah. And I mean, some people love it, some people hate it.
Yeah.
That's the same with anything, but...
Exactly.
Yeah. And I guess then finally for news, we have
Don't say it.
Metroid Prime 4. That was scrapped, and now they're restarting development on it, but they're doing it with Retro Studios.
Yeah, it's
bittersweet. It's really, really bittersweet.
It was a hard pill to swallow. Very, very much was. And I get it. And
Everyone's really upset.
everyone's upset, but we're also very impressed with how Nintendo handled it. They didn't try to sugarcoat it. They didn't say, it's kind of coming along or anything like that. They were straightforward with it. Look, we're scrapping it. We're getting rid of it.
They were not,
with
not
what
happy
we've done.
with it.
Not happy with it, and
Yep.
we're starting again with pedigree developers,
Yeah.
which is Retro Studios. It does lead me to question like how much of the original Metroid Prime team is still with Retro Studios. I know a lot of them went off, and like a lot of them worked on Recore for the Xbox One. So the entire team's not there. But if you look at Tropical Freeze and everything as well, there's actually a lot of aspects to Metroid Prime put into Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze
Yeah.
and Country Returns. So, I mean, the pedigree's still there. They're still absolutely fantastic developers. It does lead me to question, though, why Retro Studios weren't in charge of it first. And that could be because they've been working on another project that they're just about to finish and wrap up and release soon. So there were rumors about a Star Fox Grand Prix.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is correct. I do remember you telling me that.
Yeah, so this might mean that that game is done, and now they're finished with it, and now they're moving on to Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4, sorry.
And I mean, look, I'm happy that they are able to, A, just be straight up and honest with us, but also B, that they're willing to scrap everything that they've done and they're willing to start over. I would much rather that there's a polished, beautiful game that's like very high quality than some like terrible game that's reminiscent of E.T.
Well, I probably wouldn't go that far.
Well, who knows?
Well, the thing is, Metroid Prime has such a what's the word?
I don't know.
Fair enough. It has. It's an amazing series, basically, is what I can say. It's reviewed very highly. I think the original Metroid Prime is on 97 on Metacritic, which is the same as Breath of the Wild.
Dang.
Yeah, so it's a series that has
People love it.
time and time again has been critically acclaimed. Fans absolutely love the series, obviously, and you kind of have to live up to that expectation, considering we haven't had a Metroid Prime game since I think it was 2009 with 3 Corruption. So
That's right.
yeah, so considering we've been waiting over it'll now be over 10 years. They've got a lot to live up to, and
especially
the
when
pressure's on.
Yeah, because they had all that kickback when they released, what was it?
Federation Force.
That's exactly right, because everyone was like, we want a new Metroid, and they're like, well, here's something to hold you over, and everyone was like, no.
Yeah, this isn't what we want, and it used the Prime name as well.
Yeah.
I think that was a massive problem. If it was just Metroid Federation Force, I think people would have been like, okay, it's not, we can kind of deal with this. It's not what we want, but, we're not super angry about it. It's like Metroid Pinball all over again. Yeah, that was a thing. But, yeah, so the fact that they used the Prime subheading, I think, was the main issue, because at that point, they've been waiting like 7-8 years for a new Metroid Prime game, and that's what they get. So, I mean, I'm not even the biggest even Metroid fan myself. I am a Metroid fan, but I'm not crazy about the series.
Yeah.
And even I was jumping up and down on the couch when they announced Metroid Prime 4, because I know it is such a fantastic series, and it means so much that Nintendo is actually listening to their fans, and because Metroid games don't really sell that well.
In certain markets they do.
Well, not actually. Like it has a very consistent fan base and a very passionate fan base, but it's like the Earthbound series, like the Mother series. They buy the fan base buys the games, but it doesn't tend to reach out any further than that. But the fact that Metroid Prime 4 could be coming out for the Nintendo Switch, I think that like bigger install base will do wonders for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and if it gets reviewed highly nowadays, it becomes a bit more universally known, rather than back in 2002 when the original Metroid Prime game came out.
Oh my god, that's so long ago.
Yeah, so 17 years.
Wow. Wow.
So this might mean that they might give us the Metroid Prime trilogy on the Switch in HD, which is another thing people have been clamoring for.
Yep, I mean, they might do that to, you know, satisfy everyone's hunger for it while they're working on the fourth one. So
Yeah, exactly. I'd also like to see Samus Returns on Switch. I don't think it would happen, but I think it was kind of...
it's a dream.
Yeah, I think it was kind of wasted on the 3DS a little bit. Even though the 3D in that looks amazing, the stereoscopic 3D, I still think it would look fantastic in HD.
Well, I mean, look, if Nintendo works out their 3D, you know,
Oh, yeah.
eye tracking technology, Samus Returns might look just as great on the Switch if it comes out.
Samus Returns, HD, in 3D, on the TV. That rhymed really well. But yeah, that would be amazing.
There you go. See? Nintendo just thinks about all its fans.
It's all coming together.
It's one big
It's
conspiracy.
Illuminati.
Yep, it totally is.
I went there.
It totally is. All right, so we end our podcast with 2 questions. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the first one this week is, what are you most looking forward to from the Indie Highlights video?
It would have to be SteamWorld Quest, Return of Gilgamesh.
Return of Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Or Hand of Gilgamesh.
Hand of Gilgamesh. Sorry, apparently I'm not enamored with it.
You're not super excited.
No, I absolutely am. Image and Form, again, I've said it so many times in this podcast and last fortnight's podcast as well.
You love them.
Yeah, Image and Form are just fantastic developers, and this game looks just as fantastic as their others. Wargroove especially as well, since that is out now,
And
technically.
you have pre-ordered it.
Yeah, actually, I've got it.
You were that excited. You pre-ordered it straight away.
Yep.
As soon as you heard about it.
Yep, and I got it downloaded, and I'm ready to go.
So you're very, very excited, basically.
Yes.
That's what you're most looking forward to.
Yeah.
You listed 2.
Ooh, what if I had to choose?
Yep.
It would have to be SteamWorld Quest. Still SteamWorld Quest.
It's the ultimate winner, that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely. How about yourself?
I am most looking forward to Inmost. It just totally looks like my kind of story. And I mean, I need to get better at my platforming.
I was going to say, you're not
Definitely.
the biggest
I'm not
platformer,
the
though.
best platformer. It is very, 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 very well known that I am terrible at it. But I will
It's true.
I will persevere because I love the look of the game. It just kind of looks creepy and, you know, creepy.
Yeah, it's got the vibes, that's for sure. It definitely gives off vibes.
It does have the vibes. So I am looking forward to that one the most by far. But I mean, otherwise...
Inmost the most?
Inmost the most, definitely. Ooh. And I mean, like everyone heard, I am super excited to obviously play Goat Simulator. I don't know if everyone got that across.
It's just... I don't know. It's just interesting. I mean, I haven't played it. I've never played Goat Simulator, but I heard such mixed things about it.
But I mean, you get to play as a goat, so...
There is that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of in the name, though. So.
It
That's a given.
definitely is, yeah. So, I mean, honestly, Alex, if you can't tell, that was just the tiniest little bit of sarcasm.
Oh.
Yeah, Inmost, by far,
Okay.
is what I'm looking forward to.
So not Goat Simulator.
Goat Simulator is a hard second. Maybe 3rd, potentially 4th. I can't decide.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no. And then our second question this week is, who is your favorite Nintendo character and why?
My favorite Nintendo character
Is boring.
Is yes, I was just about to say that. Is a very boring answer. It's Mario. And yeah, that like people probably expecting Waluigi or something crazy like that. But no, I mean, ever since I was a kid and we played Mario Kart 64 and like any Mario Tennis games and all that kind of stuff, I just always picked Mario. I don't know why. Yeah, and like even apart from that, like in the Legend of Zelda, I love Link, I love Zelda, Samus, all those characters. But for some reason, I just keep going back to Mario. It's a boring answer, but it's my answer.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, very profound. I know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I don't really like him in Smash Brothers, though. I don't like his moveset. I go for Link. Link is my main. Or actually, Young Link in Ultimate. Young Link's ridiculous. He's very overpowered.
Yes, I have played against you, and yes, I know that is your choice. So, yeah.
And so what's your favourite character?
My favorite Nintendo character is me. Get it?
What?
Me. Like the me's?
Oh.
It's me.
Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible.
Yes. But, I mean, if it wasn't me, then it would have to be... it'd be a real tie between Yoshi and Toad. They're both just so cute and happy, and
You like Toadette as well, don't you?
I do like Toadette, yes. So I mean, in Mario Kart, in Mario Party, in all of your Mario games, I will either play as Yoshi or Toad. It honestly depends. In the Nintendo Monopoly, again, Yoshi or Toad.
Oh, Monopoly Gamer.
Yes, Monopoly Gamer. That's it. Like, I always
not Monopoly on Switch.
Oh, no.
The actual board game.
Yes, the actual board game. I will choose either Yoshi or Toad because they're both just so cute.
They are quite cute.
And they're just so endearing, and I love them so much.
You got Captain Toad on the Switch, didn't you?
I did, because it was adorable. And just, like, you know...
Did you end up finishing that?
No, I haven't finished it yet because I keep going back to my 3DS. It's been a very stressful time for me.
Must be, if you keep going back to Story of Seasons.
Yeah, that's how you can tell.
Very nice.
Wonderful. Okay, guys. Well, that is the end of our episode 2 of the Switchaboo Podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening, everyone.
Yeah.
You can follow us on, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter to get all updates and all of our articles, reviews, news, everything you can imagine. We basically do it. Apart from streaming, we haven't done that yet.
No, not yet.
But stick around for that as well. We are also looking at setting up a Patreon soon. That is still in the early stages and in the process of getting up.
Yeah, if you have any questions, you can always email us at team@switchaboo.com.
Yep.
Yeah, and we are more than happy to answer your questions. If you have any questions for us for next week or for next fortnight, we are more than happy to hear them as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can even contact me directly at alex@switchaboo.com.
Yeah.
And that's my direct email. By all means, send me an email, like even to chat. Like I'm happy to chat.
Yeah, he's lonely.
I am lonely.
Yeah, I do not have a Switchaboo email just yet, but you can totally message us on Facebook or Twitter, and I will be able to answer.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to me, that is.
Yeah, we love talking to fans and fellow Nintendo enthusiasts.
Yes, definitely. Okay, guys. Well, we will see you next fortnight.
See ya.
Bye.